Hi everybody, it's your girl Beauty Joseph, your local Atlanta realtor, and today I really want to talk about how to become a real estate agent, preferably a Georgia real estate agent because that's where my license is held. So we'll first start off talking about how I became a real estate agent, as well as go more in depth about how the different steps you can take to become one as well. I know it's a pretty daunting process, but hopefully this will ease any fear or questions you may have, as well as hopefully give you some tips and tricks on how to save some money. I know that really helped me. So, all right, so how I became a real estate agent. So I've only been in the business for a little over a year now. So I got my license last February 24th to be exact, of 2020. And here we are. So a little over a year I've been a real estate agent. I actually officially started the process back in winter of 2019, so around November, December of 2019. And I started the classes. I actually did the 75-hour pre-license course with Metro Brokers. I found a discount on Groupon, and I check often, and it looks like they still have discounts on Groupon. So if you want 50% off, go to Groupon. I know they're always giving out deals there. So instead of the $499, $500 I had to pay originally, I actually dropped it down to just $299. So that was a great deal for me. And I did the month and a half long course. And every week it was actually, I believe we did 3 to 4 times a week for the classes, and it was 4-hour classes. So I did it that way just because I did it with my sister, and we both worked full-time jobs at the time. So we didn't have enough time to do it in the morning, but in the afternoon we had ample time to do it. So it was more comfortable for us, and it worked well with our schedule. So yeah, so we had to, there's really no way to, you can't really miss the classes. If you miss the class, it'll affect your 75-hour requirement. Sometimes they do allow you to, if you miss one class, you can go to another class that they have. I believe I did it once. You can go to the other class that they have to make up the hours there. If that's a longer class, I'm so sorry, Zillow's calling me. But yeah, if you have to make up a class and it just so happens to be a morning class, or it's a class where it's 9 to 5 instead of the normal 4 hours, you just go there for the time that you need to make up, and then you can leave whenever you'd like. At least that's what Metro Brokers was doing. I'm not too sure how the other brokerages work with that, or other classes work with that, but that's how they were doing it. So yeah, so 75-hour pre-license course. It's 4 hours a night. Mine was 3 days a week, and we did it for a month and a half. So after the month and a half was done, we had a in-person exam that we would do, and yeah, I passed that one with flying colors. They gave you the 4 hours needed to do it. And after you've passed that class, then you can go ahead and take the state and federal exams. So the state and federal exams were actually really the hard parts. I actually took mine 3 times. That's why I started my classes in November/December and didn't actually get my license till February. And that's the reason why. So personally for me, it was the wording. I knew the terms. But the way they worded some of the questions kind of stumped me, and the first 2 times I missed it by, I think it was like 1% or like 1 or something like that. And I had to retake it every single time, and every single time you retake the state and federal exam, you have to pay. I'm not too sure if the prices have changed since I've done it a year ago, but mine was $121 per class. So I paid over $300, almost $400 to take these exams again and again. But it was honestly worth it, and I finally got passed on February 24th, and I became a Georgia realtor. So before you take a test, you actually want to do your due diligence and interview with different brokerages, which is what I did. So I interviewed with Keller Williams, I interviewed with Metro Brokers, I interviewed with Palmer House. Personally, for me, it was kind of a hard choice because I kind of felt obligated to go with Metro Brokers because that's where I took my exams. Or I took my classes, and they were kind of wanting me to go that route. But after speaking with a friend, I decided Palmer House was the best route for me at the time. So I did my due diligence, I did the interviews, and then when I took my exam and passed it, I was able to put Palmer House on the exam, or not on the exam, but on the license. So when you pass your license or when you pass the test, they'll ask you to put down where your brokerage or where your license will be held. And that's when you need to have a brokerage in mind. So again, I did Palmer House when I first started out. They do 100% commission. They give you 100% of commission. All you have to is pay the transaction fee, which I really liked. And I thought I came out really thinking that I was gonna, do some things in the real estate business. I came out, I was like, I'm gonna talk to so many people. I'm gonna pass on my card. I'm gonna be on the street talking, and just have so many people come to me and work with so many people. And I want all of my commissions. I don't want to split anything. Yada 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 yada. And then shortly after I got my license, I believe it was a month after COVID hit, and I wasn't able to go out and talk to anybody. It kind of sucks because now I really suck at talking to people, but hey. So I worked with Palmer House for a while. Only had one client from them, and it was a referral from somebody else. Shout out to Rebecca. But so in September, I decided that I wanted to switch to another brokerage that actually had more of a team aspect, and it wasn't hands off because I really needed it. I loved Palmer House, but I really needed some help. So that's how I went to Harry Norman Realtors, the Hester Group, and I've been here since, really, and I love every minute of it. So sorry. So I'm trying to make this quick because I have a showing in about 30 minutes that I have to head to. But yeah, so I'm with Harry Norman now. I'm doing great. They actually, because it is a team, they hand you different leads, which is nice. And there's a bunch of different things that Harry Norman does for me that I'm so thankful for. And it's just a great overall team to be a part of, and the Hester Group to be a part of. So yeah, so now we're going to talk about the different ways that you can become a realtor if you're looking. I know, well, personally, I always recommend that people at least get the real estate license, even if you're going to be a doctor or astronaut or whatever, what have you. Having your real estate license is always nice, just because you can put it on inactive status, you can put it on active status whenever you want to, make a quick sale or whatever you want to do with it. It's a very flexible career. Real estate in general, it's a very flexible career to be a part of. If you want to take a month off and just stop answering calls and things like that, you can do it. But personally for me, I like it so much that even when I'm on vacation, I was talking about my passion for real estate, my phone or my camera just shuts off and says it needs to allow to cool. But I'm back. Hopefully it's cooled down now. But yeah, sometimes you can take weeks off or months off of real estate. It's just a flexible business for you to do that. But personally for me, I'm always wanting to work even when I'm on vacation. I just really like it that much. And I have never found a career or job that I've done in the past that I've liked that much. That just tells you the type of business it is. You're working with different types of people, and you're learning so much in such short periods of time. It never gets old, that's for sure, and it's always rewarding. Done with how I became a realtor, how I'm liking the business, things like that. I feel like I went overboard a little bit. So now we're going to talk about the how you can become a realtor as well. So I know it's a business that a lot of people have, even people I don't know, have reached out to me on Instagram about possibly joining and becoming a realtor. And hopefully this helps make it a lot easier for you. So again, there are different ways you can become one. You could take the route that I did and do the in-person month-and-a-half long course and then take your state and federal exam after that. Or you could go to school for real estate, major in real estate. Not all colleges have that option, but some do. The college I went to in St. Cloud, Minnesota did have that option, and I have some friends that did go to school for real estate. So they did the 4 years, just like you would normally go to school for, and they paid the thousands of dollars to do that. But I think the benefit of going to school is just like anything you learn for 4+ years, you become an expert in it. So the difference with going to school and then doing what I did is when what I did, you kind of get thrown into the business. It's all on the job training at that point, and you're learning as you go. Going to school for real estate, doing the 4 years, you kind of have that knowledge. You're learning before actually doing the on the job training as well. So you kind of have experience in a way before stepping out into the fire. So that's the benefit of going to school for real estate. The only thing I would take away, or a con for me, is you're spending thousands of dollars on something that you could spend just 1,000 or less on, really. So yeah, so you could go to school for real estate. That's an option. You could also do the online 75-hour pre-license course. So similar to what I did, but it's all online now, and it's all at your own time and at your own pace. I personally didn't choose that method because I'm not an online test taker. I'm not an online learner by any means. I get distracted, and I would postpone it as much as I possibly could. So if you are, dedicated, and you are, you're good with your time, online might be an option for you. You don't have to go to these classes every night. You could, designate a certain amount of hours a day to doing it and get it done at your own time, at your own pace. Another method, very similar to mine, is you could do the in-person course, but you can do it for a shorter time frame. So instead of the month and a half, you could do it for 2 weeks. You'll just have to do like a 9 to 5 every day. So if you don't have a job that you're required to go to, or you have some free time, maybe the shorter 2 weeks to a month or period might be the best way for you to go. So again, it is really all dependent on what works best for you. If you think going to major in real estate is the best way to go, you don't want to just jump in and jump into fire. Honestly, I keep saying that saying because it's truly it. And you kind of want to learn before becoming a realtor. Maybe going to school for real estate might be your best option if you decide that, hey, I'm somebody who can learn online. I like to do things in my own time. I don't have too much time on hand, but I can designate a certain period of time to learning real estate. Maybe online learning is for you. Maybe you don't have a job and you could do a 9 to 5 and get it done in 2 weeks. Maybe the shorter in-person courses are for you. So again, similar to real estate as a career, these exams and the schooling kind of fits around your time, your schedule, and it's really all dependent on what you would like to do. Oh, my camera fell. Okay. So just like real estate as a career, the school and the courses are kind of dependent on your schedule and how flexible you are and what you like to do and how you like to learn. So if taking a month and a half long class seems a little too daunting for you, maybe you want to go to school for real estate. If you think you can do it online at your own time, maybe online learning is the way for you to go. Online classes is the way for you to go. Maybe if you can knock it out in 2 weeks, you don't have anything you don't have to go to work, or you don't have anything that you're required to do. Maybe you could do a 9 to 5, get it done in 2 weeks. So it all works around your schedule and how you like to learn. Personally, I'm not an online learner, so I did the way that I thought worked best for me at the time, and it didn't end up working out, so fine. But yeah, so those are the different ways that you can become a real estate agent. Another takeaway here is some things that helped me pass my exams the third time was I followed somebody on YouTube. They go by the name of Prep Agent on here. I really liked I really liked watching their videos. It helped kind of dumb the terms down for me a little and helped me understand things in a short amount of time. They would go over easements and liens and different things like that, and they just made it so simple. And I felt like the exams were just making things a little bit more difficult for me. Prep Agent really helped me out a lot. I wrote some flashcards that really helped a lot. Repetition really helps me, especially if I'm reading things out loud and just going over it and over and over it. That really helps me a lot with learning. I also did some podcasts. Honestly, anything listening to either myself say stuff or other people say stuff, just hearing it really helps me a lot. So listen to podcasts as I'm driving, or putting Prep Agent on as I'm driving. That really helped a lot too. And that's it, guys. I hope this video helped you out a lot. Either helped you with deciding which route you want to take to become a realtor, or maybe which brokerage you want to go to. But if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave me comments, send me a DM. My Instagram and my TikTok are The Realtor Beauty. So send me comments and DMs and let me know if you need any more help or further assistance with this long process. Not tedious, just long. But yeah, so hopefully I can make more of these videos for you in the future. And yeah, I have to go start my day, so bye.